Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to complete the square. Now to complete the square, it simply means I'm going to take a quadratic that looks like this and I'm going to alter it so that it looks like this, right? Now for me to get from here to there, I need to follow these steps here. Now a quadratic is an equation that looks like this, and my value here a, if a is 1, then these steps here will go very smoothly. If a is not 1, then it could be a little more complicated. But in this video, I'll start off with just where a is 1. So say, for example, I was asked to complete the square and my sum was x squared minus 7x plus 4. So in this case, as you can see, the a is 1, but we don't necessarily have to write it. So my first step says that I need to rewrite the equation by factorizing out the a. So I'll write this. First step is completed. My second step says that I need to continue with the inside brackets, that means this, and I need to drop the square of the x squared. So this square here, I'm going to drop it. So that simply means I'm writing back my 1 here, and I'm writing back my square brackets, and I'm going to write x instead. So that means this step is completed. The next step after that says take the b value and divide by 2 and drop the x. So this is my new adjusted b. I'm going to divide this by 2 and I'm going to drop this x. My third step here says place these two values in brackets and add a square on the top. So I'm going to do another type of brackets, curved brackets, and I'm going to put this square. My next step says rewrite the c value as is. So that means the plus 4. So I'm going to rewrite that as a plus 4. And lastly, for the final step in the second step really, goes and says minus the b divided by 2 value in brackets with a square on top. So that's everything that was written here. I'm going to write it back, but I must write a minus sign. And I have to put a square on top here. So that means this second step here, all of these small nitty-gritty steps has now been completed. So next I move on to this third step here. Third step says to write back the value in brackets with the square, but simplify the c and the minus b on 2 squared. So that means I'm just writing back everything here, and I'm just going to simplify this. So with plus 4 minus 49 on 4, and if you don't know how I got that, it's because 7 squared is 49, 2 squared is 4, and I'm going to write this over. So this is going to be this minus 8 and a quarter, and then that's my third step completed. Now I just have to do my last step, which says now apply the a that was factored out in step 1 back into the equation. Now in this particular equation, my a was 1, so this step really would not change my final answer any much. But if this way a were different, like say it was a 2 or a 5 or minus 6 or something like that, it would change it up a bit. But this step is easy in this particular example. So all I do is I take this 1 and I multiply here by this imaginary 1 and I multiply here by this, and I get this minus 8 and a quarter, and this, everybody, is your answer. So you have just learned how to complete the square where your a is 1. I'm going to do another video where the a is not 1. Tune in for that soon. Thanks everyone.